Hey everyone, so I often do pictures about how well we're growing grass without nitrogen and things like that, but today I wanted to do a full confession video because as you can see we have a dock issue in this field. So this field, ever since I was little, has had docks, particularly in this corner here. So this basically used to be all docks, but for whatever reason they've obviously got worse. A big part of that is because, as you can see in the distance there, that digger is part of the South West Water pipeline scheme. So they've created this bund over there in that where the fence is, where it's basically stacked up earth, and it's been let to go to docks for the last 2 years, and that has obviously spread them back this way. So this field is basically just docks, really. We've had 2 lots of crop failure in this field. So one was last summer when we put in kale and stubble turnips. We did it in August, but we missed the rain, or the rain didn't come quick enough, so it failed. So we planted it again in September, and it grew really well, and we actually outwintered our cattle on it until March. So, and the kale grew really well. And it obviously meant by outwintering we could it was cheaper because we don't have to use so much straw, etc, etc. So it worked well. So the plan was, or has been, to till it now with a cover crop, which we did till, and you can see there's some, it is trying to come. Okay, so we decided we're going to have to top the docks, and we're going to have to see what happens with what we've planted. And in terms of management, we're going to have to either keep topping it and try and kill the docks that way. Dad has also got this it's very old fashioned, he calls it a chiseler, and basically he puts the chisels in the ground in the hope that we can pull the docks up. Or if worse comes to worse, we may end up spraying it with something and then reseeding it. I would like to try and plant some lucerne. So for those of you who don't know much about our farm, we have a very dry farm. So in most places we have 6 to 8 inches of soil over what's called shillet, which is basically a stone that is very free draining. So it means that in the winter we can outwinter things. In the summer it dries up and it goes really dry. So we're only in May, but this is basically this is what happens. It literally just dries out. So the whole idea is to paddock graze most of our fields, which then creates a really good thatching cover to protect the earth, so that when it does rain, the rain stays basically under the thatching. That isn't going to happen in this field this year, so we're going to have to wait and see, keep topping the docks. We are fortunate, this is about the only field that this happens in. Docks come because of compaction, so I get that. You know, we've outwintered on this field twice now, so it might need a bit of aeration, soil aeration, which the chiseler would do as well. We're going to have to wait and see. But these are the challenges. These are the farming challenges. You know, so I want to be able to be farming without artificial fertilizer and chemicals, in essentially herbicides and things. But sometimes it's just not gonna work, and we have to admit that that's okay. So yeah, any questions or any options, anything that we might not be thinking of if you're a farmer and you've tried to tackle your docks? I know we've potentially left the docks too late, that they've gone to seed really, but it is what it is. We can't change that now. And hopefully we will get something in. I would love to try lucerne in this field, but it's all going to depend on the pH. So I need to do some soil testing. We did lime this field last year. Actually, after the crop failed, we limed it, and the next crop grew. So we don't know if it was the lime that did that or just because there was rain and it worked better that way. But that's that. I hope you've enjoyed this video and I will speak again soon.